Okay, I'm done.
I definitely just recorded that. Welcome to the Art of Hustle podcast. We don't know what the hell Hannah just did, but we are here back with another episode, ready to fire it up.
You gotta get game day ready, you know?
Apparently. Shout out to those Northwest University days.
Stop.
Hey, did y'all know Hannah was on a whole poster side of your building?
I'm pretty sure we did go over that.
Did we? Can we
might
talk about
have.
it again?
No.
For our new listeners. We gotta tell them how amazing you are and were at college sports.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I had some good games.
Good games. You had a whole 12-foot by 12-foot poster on the side of your athletics building.
Yeah.
You and nobody else. That's pretty big time.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple other sport athletes on there, but for some reason my poster,
pretty sure when we pulled up, you were the only person on the building.
my poster ended up staying up there.
You're round? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I even asked if it could be taken down because it was just so large.
Question: do you think they still have this poster?
That's a great question. I kind of jokingly asked my coach if I could have it, and he's just laughed. So I don't know what that means.
All right, we're gonna call Northwest University after this because we're gonna get that poster and put it on the gym.
Oh,
it's a good idea, huh?
no, terrible. Okay,
talk about marketing and advertisement.
No, we're done with this. So what are we talking about today, Cornelius?
Well, it's mid-January. I feel like we should talk about, re-entry, first of the year, New Year's goals, checking in.
Okay.
All that good stuff.
I like it. New year, new you.
That's when we insert you growling. All right, so first question.
What's up?
We're halfway through January. How do you feel like your start of the year has been?
I would say slow. A slow start. It wasn't, I feel like typically we know this about me, type A. I like to have lists. I like to have everything scheduled out. And this year, I'm not complaining because it was amazing, but we were on vacation in Palm Springs till the 6th of January. And when you're on vacation, you're not hitting your goals or resetting anything. You're relaxing. So, and then when you get back from vacation, it takes a little bit to get back in. So I literally yesterday I told Corin, I was like, I think today is January 1st for me. I think I'm finally gonna start
Hitting your stride a little bit.
Yeah. So slow. What about you?
I would say slow, but then once we came back, everything smacked me in the face of all the things to do. And just gym is very busy first of the year. And so going from this legit, low stimulation lifestyle of warm weather, vacation, all the good stuff. And then coming back and it's 30 degrees out. Everyone wants to be inside the gym. Everyone wants to train at the same time. We have new challenges, new things rolling to the gym first of the month. So it was very busy, the last kind of 10 days.
Yeah. And I
kind of come back.
And you also owning a gym, you take care of other people's goals sometimes before your own. So I feel like we came back, it was so busy and we kind of had to focus on everybody else and make sure everyone else's schedule was could work for everyone. And then it was whatever time was left over, it was
now us, now me.
Yeah, which wasn't very much time. But I feel like we're getting back back into it.
Looking forward now, what's one me thing that you want to do as you kind of settle down from the chaos of kind of coming back from vacation and start the year off?
I have a lot of those.
Dang.
But I would say kind of right off the bat in the morning, I love to cold plunge, and I kind of got out of that habit in December, and it just sets my day up. I set my intentions, it sets my day up to have a great day. So getting up, no matter what time that is, it's usually around 5:30, and the first thing that I do is go get in the cold tub. And I've been pushing my time a little bit. I start at 2 minutes and I'm up to 3 minutes. So
At what temp?
I think 37. Is it?
Yeah,
I actually
37.
haven't looked. I do this thing where I don't look
You
because
don't want to scare yourself out of
yeah,
it.
yeah. I just am like, just go for it. Doesn't matter what that number is. But that I always have a better day. I'm like, I can tell from the moment I like drive into the gym or I'm in mom mode, it's better after those 3 minutes in that cold water. Give
I
me
love it.
something. What's something you're gonna do for yourself?
Daily movement and like deciding what I want to do. I think being in the gym a lot, like you said earlier, like you're dictated based on what other people need, but like deciding my own like intentional movements. So pickleball, working out in the garage, working out at the gym. I might start playing basketball again. Kind of got linked up with
Okay, okay.
some
Hooping
people to
it.
hoop, so that's kind of so kind of getting my own personal movement routine. I think a lot of times I can get tied into like working out with personal training clients or group classes that I barely take anymore, but just setting the time aside to like own my own intention with my body and my health.
Are you more morning routine movement or evening?
Honestly, any time of day. I'm not one of those people who like kind of like you like I'm working out from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. every single day. That's not. I've never operated that way. Like maybe by default in like college sports, but I'm pretty good at keeping my a nice even routine throughout the week of like you know cardio, strength, athletic, and just kind of mixing it all around depending on like honestly I want to do that day.
Yeah. I got a question for you. What did you give up anything for 2025? Isn't that kind of a thing?
Oh, and like a New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Is that what resolutions are? Is it like giving up?
Is that Lent?
I don't know. Okay. Anyways,
I wouldn't say
I
I really
okay.
given up. Oh, I've definitely I'm on the goal of eliminating the noise around my life. So like just really serving where I need to be served, or serving where I need to serve. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I'm only putting myself in places that like really need me, and like not getting distracted by other people's wants and desires, and just like having a very singular focus. Um, I feel like last year was a lot of things that was going on. Like as we kind of navigated last year business with people and their agendas and their plans, and getting pulled left, right, everywhere. So this year I'm just like really simplifying everything and like being where my feet are at and like intentionally deciding where my feet are at.
I like that. What are some tools that you can do to silence the noise?
I literally silence my cell phone. I think that's probably the like my if you text me, my phone lives on do not disturb 99.9% of the time.
Good for you.
Like I don't allow. So I'm a nerd. You know I'm a nerd. So depending on what my day looks like, I literally schedule on my do not disturb who can contact me. So like if it's like you're always on there, but like if it's work related, like my phone only like will allow certain people to come through my phone. And so that like helps me like immediately dumb down how many vibrations my phone
Mm-hmm.
gives. And just doing that has helped me like filter a lot of noise out. And then when I go back to my phone, like I can get like a legit 100 texts in one day from like family, friends, clients, team, potential collaborations, like people reaching out to want to like work with us or work with me. And it's way too much information. Like it's way
Yeah.
too much for me. So I've just learned to eliminate as much as possible that way. And then setting aside time. Like I schedule time in my schedule to like check my phone.
Damn.
I told you I'm a nerd. I like
I
to
know. That's very
I'm exposing some parts of me that no one really knows about. Maybe a couple people. But I have to. If I would just allowed free access to my phone, I could sit on my phone all day
mm-hmm.
and like communicate, talk to people, plan something, strategize, optimize something. Which is like great sometimes, but it's not necessary all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What are some tools to help you?
I'm still trying to figure that out, to be honest. I get very distracted by the noise. I like being a people pleaser. It is I want to please people. I want to give people, and a lot of times that's my attention, that's my time. And I'm realizing very quickly that's not sustainable. I can't give people that. I'm like giving them all of me and I have nothing left. So I like that idea about the phone. Um I also like my Apple Watch, that is constantly like buzzing and dinging, and I need you to help me.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
It really helped me because like now nothing comes. Like I turn off all vibrations with my watch because I found that like it doesn't matter what I was doing. Once I felt that like little buzz on my wrist,
You have to
I
look at
had to
it.
look at it, and I was just
Yes, it's
like,
so distracting.
and I feel like just being in business and understanding marketing and how to get people's attention through like phones and screens, like it didn't, it was just like those touch points, whether it was like some random app buzzing me or like again calls, texts, emails. I think
Yeah.
emails was the first to go, and then texts, and then calls. Because 99.99% of the time, I don't answer my phone
Yeah.
unless it's like somebody I know, that obviously a parent like you, or if it's like a school, or if a trainer is working, then I'll allow their number to come through my phone. But
Yeah.
it's
Just
very hard to get through my phone. I probably have like 500 unread text messages. I was telling
yes.
somebody yesterday, I have like 150 or calls, 300 emails, and 400 text messages.
Your phone stresses me out when I look at it. Like I pick it up, it's like you shouldn't have any of those red notifications. They're red for a reason. Like they're supposed to get your attention. So you deal with them and you get rid of them. But you just like let those like
I,
accumulate, and it stresses me out.
Listen, you asked me how I keep my peace, and this is how I keep my peace. Like, I am naturally introverted, so like it just takes a lot to answer all those like things, and so like I know that's where I go to my notes, and like I have like my priority list of like, all right, I need to email this person back, I need to text this person, I need to call this person, and then I schedule that in my day to do those things,
I'm proud of you.
except
Okay.
the weekends.
Yeah. Do you have any dad goals for 2025?
Yes, I want to. This is something I've been doing. Vacation really showed me that like I want to do things with my kids, especially the boys. Like they're at a super cool age of like wanting to be around dad, wanting to see my routines. They don't want to just like hear of my life. They want to like be in my life. Like so like going to work, going to the gym, running errands is like becoming their favorite thing since we come home, to like tag along and like go to places and say hi to people and like show them where dad has appointments at and where I have business meetings at. So just exposing them to that part's been super fun. So I want to keep doing that. And just like this other part's like just hanging out with Ava, like being 2.5. I feel like she's kind of over that like terrible 2 stage
Yeah.
of like navigating her emotions like very dramatically.
Yeah.
And so like she's just so fun when she's supposed to play all the time. And like right now I'm like a big jungle gym for her. So just letting them dictate what they want to do and like empowering them to have fun.
Yeah.
What about you? Mom goals. Ready, set, go.
I just getting outside. Like I'm a much better mom outside. The kids are happier outside, and it's been cold. Like I think this morning, what'd you say when we woke up? It was like 12,
Yeah, 13 degrees.
13 degrees, and that's cold. And today it like warmed up. We got outside today as a family. It was warmed up. I think it was like 25 degrees, and it was cold, and it was like hard to drive to the park instead of driving home. But it's always worth it. It's like you get out there, you dress right, and you have fun. And it might be a short experience because snow gets thrown on somebody's face and everyone's crying. You got to go home, but at least you tried. So I'm going to just try to get outside.
I love that. I feel like we're all better people when we're outside.
100%.
I think just the fresh air, just a movement,
Yeah.
like just having the space to just go wherever we want to explore.
Yeah. Agreed.
What do you feel like are you nervous about anything or something like make you anxious, or is there a big scary dream of 2025 that
I I think one thing that's like on my mind is how much schooling we're going to do with the kids. You know, I think with Ava, she's going to be 3, boys are going to be 5, and they could technically all be in school. Like Ava would be in preschool, but like full time. Or we could boys we could keep them at 2 times a week. You know, that's such a wide range, and it kind of because of that it like makes me a little anxious thinking about what are my goals, what are our goals, how much time are we going to allocate to a family of 5, and how much time are we going to allocate to education. So that's on my mind.
that's a big one.
Yeah.
I feel like with current day and age, like schools and homeschooling's a big topic with like parenting, and so it's always like that weird pressure, especially like being here in Bend. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of different school formats here.
Yeah.
Like you have the private school, public school, the nanny share, the outdoor school.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a lot of different variations, and I didn't
I kn-
realize maybe that's everywhere, but I just didn't realize how many options there were for having your
yeah.
kids in school.
Yeah. And I always thought I was just going to do the like private 5 days a week. I mean, not private, public, public 5 days a
I
week.
actually have that private one.
No, like the public 5 days a week. But I'm like, there's so much beautiful things to experience outside. Like, I don't want them at a desk all day long for Monday through Friday, 8 to 3. Like, that's so, but then it's like, if they're not there, like, you have to sacrifice something, your time, money, energy
Yeah, something's got to go.
to give them something else. So that's something we got to talk about.
I've always been a big proponent of like just like I said about having the kids with us. Like these are such special years, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
I want to be their teacher for a lot of things. Obviously, like some things the school system I feel like is very good at and very beneficial, but like I want to show them life and like I don't know, help show them experiences
Yeah.
and like teach them things.
If you could teach them one subject, what subject would it be?
Ooh, probably like computer skills,
Hmm.
like typing, how to navigate a computer. That was probably my favorite class growing up.
Okay. It's kind of surprising.
That's where my love for like art started, and, like programming, design. Like I would design my like wallpaper and like all the little folders and like how I categorize stuff and like how I save stuff.
You are kind of a nerd.
I'm a big nerd.
A cute nerd.
Oh, thank you. What about you? What's one subject that you would teach?
Um. Well, if we're going off like you kind of picked a not basic subject. I would pick baking if I could do a not basic subject.
Okay, so home economics.
Yeah, but like
So what's your curriculum? Break it down to us.
sugar cookies, chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal cookies.
Banana bread.
Okay, math.
1 cup of sugar. 1 cup of flour.
Hey, you have to do math if you like double it. Like, what's 2/3 cups times 2? Like, that's actually some good math.
That's what ChatGPT, Alexa is serious for. You gotta leverage tech a little bit.
Okay, I'd probably I do love like math, so I think I would like be pretty good at teaching math. I'd probably use like nature, like
Ooh,
these two,
hey.
like these 2 sticks. If you had 2 more sticks to these, how many sticks do you?
That's so wild, cause like that's where we gotta teach our kids. You know, like it's where we have to like simplify or like dumb things down to like how to process things to get
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would not be good at that.
yeah. So who knows? We might even homeschool. We'll throw that one in there.
Being homeschooled, did you want to homeschool your kids growing up?
No, no. I thought I was weird mainly because like you I was homeschooled before it was cool. And so people are like, "Oh, you're homeschooled? Are you weird? Like, are you socially awkward?" I'm like, "I don't know, am I?" You tell me. But so no, it was like odd. But now looking back on it, I'm like, dang, I got so much time with my siblings and my cousins and my family. And I really was also, you could call it sheltered. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I was sheltered from a lot of nonsense. And it allowed me just to kind of like figure out who I was, like who I wanted to be, rather than like who all these like other kids told me I was. So I think there's some huge pros to being homeschooled. I think if we could figure out like financially and time wise how to do it, and we have my mom and your mom who are both would be amazing at helping us. And we live in Bend. I'm like, it could potentially be pretty sick.
All right, y'all. So if we homeschool our kids, y'all heard it here first. A year from now, if y'all see on social media a forest burnt down, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Science project gone wrong in Bend, Oregon.
Just an explosion.
What's one marriage and one business goal that you have?
Mm. Ooh. I love you a lot. I don't think about marriage goals very often.
No.
I know.
Yeah, neither do I. That's why I asked you.
But let me think, girl. Like, let me think.
Just start a business. Start there.
Okay. Business goals is really kind of locking in what my niche is in the gym and what like I'm passionate about.
You
And
don't
like
feel like you have that right now?
I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring out the things that like get me fired up. You know, I love fitness in general, but you can only do one thing for so long before you kind of just start itching to like either dive a little deeper or expand or meet new people. So I think just really figuring that out. And I think it also is like I have to figure out myself a little bit more too, to then figure out how I can like bring that passion into the gym. So I would say that just really diving in. What about you? What's a business goal?
I feel like I'm a little bit ahead of you with that and like understanding who I am. So sports and youth. That's kind of my passion to like help the next generation. So like it's been 5 years since I got left football. So like getting back into that sports kind of element and like developing skill set. Like I love working with bodies, but I want to like start working bodies plus a skill set to one like challenge my mind to see how I can like wrap that all up. And so obviously going to the youth with that, I don't want to do like adult athletes because I feel like we have that now. So just working with the youth from like the very start of their youth journeys to like refining their skill set. So working with linemen especially at first, and then see where that goes.
I like that. You'd be really good at that.
Yeah, so we'll see. I want to be like one step ahead of where our kids are at. So once they get to that age, like I'll have a system in place and like the knowledge and the strength and the right team of people to help elevate their athletic career if they choose.
I like that. Do you have a marriage goal?
Marriage goal, pickleball probably.
What about pickleball?
I would say so. I think it's just athletics, like owning us to do more athletic things together. I feel like we kind of figure out the whole working out aspect, the whole recovery aspect of like hot and cold. And I wanted to like kind of compete a little bit.
Wow, I never thought I'd hear you
Did I just say I
say
want to
that.
compete again? Well, it's taking me 5 years to want to compete again.
Yeah.
I'm definitely itching to compete.
Wow. You guys, this is the man that like if we were playing a card game and I like got a little like, you know, talking smack or like beating him a little bit or like if it turned competitive at all, he's like, I'm done with this. This isn't fun. I'm like, come on, we're just getting a little friendly competition
Friendly competition. You would go at one point. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like, dang, girl, we just trying to relax and play some games.
Speaking of competition, should we talk about our pickleball game
Which one?
that happened in Palm Springs?
Pretty sure we're like tied.
No, when another couple
Oh
challenged
my
us.
goodness. You know what? That's what started this whole conversation in my head.
Really?
Yes.
Okay,
I
give a
hate losing.
quick little thing of what happened.
Okay. Let me preface by saying the last 5 years I have not competed. Didn't win any part of it. I was so burnt out from competing that I wanted zero to do with like competing in anything. Like you said, cards, sports, whatever. Like I was trying to figure out myself, better myself. So we're vacation over Christmas. Playing some pickleball, just using our like the nap times for our advantage or just spend some time together. And this is what I've always found frustrating about pickleball. It is not the most athletic people on the court win.
You can't-
So we're sitting there playing some singles. A couple comes over, hey, and they're our age, which was nice and refreshing to, all right, yeah, we can play a little bit. And mind you, if you know pickleball, there's like ratings. There's like, what did it start at 2.5 or something?
2.5. I think most people are like a 3.
Okay, 2.5, 3.0, 3.5, and then 4, 4.5, 5 is like professional. So I consider myself like a 1.9 pickleballer. I'm trying to figure it out, right? But I have my athleticism that I've, feel very like 5.0s, 5.0 in. So we get out there and we just get torn up.
You can tell like right off the bat that like, and I did see them taking lessons the day before.
It don't matter.
I should have like maybe put this 2 and 2 together, but they definitely knew what they were doing. They had played pickleball before.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
I like asked them before, like, do you play pickleball? She's like, oh, a little bit. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
super casual.
yeah, I'm like, okay, like we play a little bit. And no, they, that like third drop shot, like skill play, like it was Cornelius like turned to me like, with like 10 points, and he's like, stop hitting it to the girl.
Hey, the girl, she was nice.
I was like, damn.
Hey, the guy, he didn't know what he's doing. He didn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, the girl she was kicking her ass. So all that to say, we like
hold up. And a big turning point was, we're down in California. We're like, oh, where y'all from? They're like, Chicago. I was like, oh, I used to live in Chicago. We kind of play the first game. And then they're like, what part of Chicago? I was like, oh, Vernon Hills. I used to play football in Vernon Hills. And like 5 seconds later, she's like, Vernon Hills? You play for the Bears? And I was like, yeah, for a couple of years. But like, I don't ever tell people that I played most, like 99% of the time. Once she found out I played in the NFL, oh, it was a wrap.
well,
She's turned it on.
Well, her response to that was, oh, no matter the outcome, like I can say like I played with a
No, I beat.
Well, no, she said I played with, and then I think he said, or yeah, then you could maybe tell him that you beat an NFL player, and then it was game on.
That's what pissed me off.
Yeah, it was like so bad after the game. We got in the golf cart. I was like, wanted to take like a picture with Corey, and I was like, let's take a selfie. He's like, we're not taking a selfie. We just lost.
Yeah.
You better get that smile off your face. Like, damn.
Listen, like I said, I ain't went to that mode in 5 years. It definitely put me there. So I need to kind of figure that out.
But okay, anyways, that was
Call my therapist next week.
A little detour. I think it's good to compete. I think competing. I would love to compete more in 2025, like with you and against you.
But you don't understand, like, when I compete, I'm competing. Like, I'm trying to kill somebody.
All right. Well, let's work on that.
Well, it's just like playing football, you have to develop a mentality of like, it's not all or nothing, it's everything or nothing.
That's true.
So like, I haven't figured out in the real world how people compete like safely and like have fun. Like that's another thing when we were playing them. The first few games, we talking having fun, so it's like I'm not flipping that switch to like like that kind of mode. But
Yeah.
then once you start talking shit to me, I'm gonna take it there. But I don't know how to scale it back. So
Yeah. Yeah. We drove away. Cornelius is like, we like asked them when they were leaving. They were leaving the next day. And we woke up the next morning. Cornelius like, let's go find them. Let's go drive by the pickleball court and see if they're there. I'm like, oh my. I'm like, did you sleep at all last night and good?
with one eye open, I was replaying the matches. Anyways, marriage goals for you. What you got?
We're back to that.
You never answered it.
I know. I'm like saying, okay, quality time. Just more quality time, just you and I together with no distractions. I feel like I get very distracted very easily, and you know when you have like all of my attention and when you don't, and I know that it's important for you to get time with me where it's just me and not Hannah, mom Hannah, business Hannah, being Hannah.
What are some ideas that you have for improving our quality time?
Something's like simple, like going on walks. Like just if we don't have kids and we don't have work, like just getting outside and walking a mile together and like talking and laughing. Um,
Just dating.
yeah, I think it's since we've cut out alcohol, we used to like go get happy hour a lot and it was like super fun and like something that I really looked forward to. But now it's like I'd rather like not spend the money and like just stay home. But we need to do things like I want to do things like that where we go and maybe we try out like a new ice cream shop or, go someplace where we haven't gone before. And I think it's also like having new experiences with you. I enjoy that. It scratches an itch for me.
Speaking of, let's talk about our little hike we went on. That was a good experience for both of us to spend some quality time together.
Okay, so this is also when we're on vacation. And Cornelius is not he's not a hiker. I'm just gonna throw that out there. He doesn't like to hike. So I had
I
planned.
like hiking.
Maybe you're not a hiker.
I like hiking.
Anyways, my aunt and my cousin, there's like this typical, it's called bump and grind. And it's like literally like straight up a hill and straight down a hill. You do it for workout and the view at the very top is amazing, but it's not like a leisurely hike. And they're like, Hannah, have you done this hike since you guys have been here? And I'm like, no. I was like, if you guys go, like, I want to go. And it ended up, we were going to go the next morning, ended up not working out. And so I kind of like just casually brought it up to Corn. I'm like, would you want to go on the hike with me? And to my surprise, he said, yeah, let's do it. So I was shocked. So I was like, okay, this is great. Like, I hope like he remembers that it's not a walk. Like it's a hike up a hill, but
This
it's
is
fine.
my
Like,
third time doing it.
you're just going to bring water, lots of water. And like, we'll just like, it'll be fun. So as we're driving there in my head, there's like, you can go up and back down the same way, or you can do a loop. But one of the ways is like a little bit flatter, but longer. And the other way up is a little bit shorter, but steeper. So I had already planned all of this out in my head. The best route for us, because we're a loop couple. We're not an up and back. This was in my head, was that we were going to go up the steep and then down the like longer, not a steep way. So we start, and I didn't know exactly the path. I was pretty sure I knew. I'm pretty sure I could figure this out.
So pause. At the very start of this, listen, I'm all down for a hike. I'm down for all that. What did I ask you?
I think it was something along the lines of like, do you know where we're going?
And what did you say? You said, mm-hmm. And I said, no, Hannah, look at me. Do you know where we are going? You did
ask me multiple times.
Multiple times. Because at the start, there's like 4 different directions.
Yeah.
And I definitely didn't remember which way we went last couple times. I felt like your dad was there and he's pretty like,
yeah,
he knows exactly where he's going.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And honestly,
I was
I didn't
pretty,
trust you.
I know you didn't. And I was pretty sure I knew where I was going, but I also didn't want Cornelius to know that we were going up the steepest way.
Not disclosing information.
So, but I knew it was going to be the best for him. I knew that this route was going to be the best. So we were like, we literally get to, there's a couple like paths you can like maybe go off and maybe not. And so I'm kind of like, what way is it? I'm kind of like, you can tell I make the wrong turn one time and we have to like come back and go another way. And he's like, so you don't know where we're going? I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure. So some people are coming down. I'm like,
No, at this point of the hike, it is the bottom of a very steep, 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 steep incline.
like it's almost kind of like like you might at some point need to use your hands, but like you're taking it slow. You're doing like 10 steps and then like catching your breath because it's like straight up a hill. But there's other people doing it. So
They're all coming down. There's only people going up this.
so, I asked these like this couple coming down. I'm like, is this like the loop to Bump and Grind? They're like, oh yeah. Like, just be careful. It gets really steep at the top. I look back at Cornelius. He's just giving me
This is my
death
thing.
glare.
This is my thing. I am all for an adventurous situation. If you just communicate, it's something's about to go down. Like, let me know. Yeah, we're gonna go the harder way. It's gonna be a little bit steep, but X, Y, and Z. The fact that you didn't communicate any of this when our two previous experiences together were executed a certain way.
Yes. So I'm getting to that point. So it's just us ends up all coming out at the steepest part of the hike. And yeah, we get into it a little bit on the side of a mountain, and comes down to I should have communicated all these things in my head, but I also told Cornelius that I wanted it to be spontaneous.
Spontaneous, my ass.
So yeah, we worked it out though.
We did.
And we
We
made
had
it to
acai bowls after that, and
we made it to the top. It was
got
beautiful.
some ginger shots or something.
Yeah, I know. We went and got a green shake and acai bowls at the end, and I apologized. I told him I'd communicate more.
I stopped complaining.
And yeah, and that was it. But we did realize, this is one thing. We realized on that hike that you are very good at creating structure and working within that structure. And sometimes I don't like all that structure. I need to like step outside of that structure and go try things on my own or be a little spontaneous. And so it's kind of figuring that out.
Which is completely fine.
Yes, I just have to communicate.
Do your thing. Just communicate.
Yes. So it was the hike, Bump and Grind. It was great. We learned a lot about our relationship and my lack of communication skills. I love you.
I love you too. All right, y'all. Art of Hustle Podcast. We love y'all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. We out.
Peace.